You know the feeling. You've just wrapped up the perfect email, a completely flawless blog post, or a really brilliant academic assignment. You confidently hit submit and boom, instant rejection, flagged by an AI detector. Man, it's frustrating, right? I mean, why does perfectly good writing suddenly get caught in the net, especially when you actually put real effort into it?
It's honestly one of the great modern professional mysteries. You absolutely know the content is accurate, yet the system just instantly slaps a machine-generated label on it. And obviously that puts your credibility right on the line. So what exactly are these detectors seeing that we aren't? How do they actually know? Let's figure it out.
To solve this little mystery, this explainer draws on the brilliant research of Waqas Ahmed Shah. He's an educator and an AI agents and automation builder for educators, traders, and startups, based in Karachi, Pakistan. His deep dive into large language models reveals exactly how these detection systems operate right behind the scenes.
Okay, let's dive into this. To understand the detective, well, you really have to understand the forger first. Large language models, they don't actually think. They literally do not have emotions. At their core, they are just incredibly advanced mathematical word predictors. Seriously, if an AI writes "the sky is," it just calculates that blue is the highest probability next word based on a massive mountain of training data. It's not generating a whole cohesive thought. It's just predicting text, word by highly predictable word. Now here is where it gets absolutely fascinating. This exact mathematical predictability, that is the AI's Achilles heel. Because it writes based on strict probability, it leaves behind a very distinct digital fingerprint. And AI detectors are hunting down that exact predictability. In fact, they are specifically targeting 5 dead giveaway patterns.
To catch that fingerprint, detectors basically run through a core checklist of 5 patterns. First up, safe vocabulary. AI uses strict built-in filters to dodge harsh or controversial words, which, leaves you with a totally sterile tone. Second, perfect grammar. It has this robotic precision that completely lacks natural human variation. Third is uniform sentence length. AI just loves churning out sentences that are practically identical in size. Fourth is heavy fillers. And fifth, a generic perspective. It completely lacks a real, subjective, personal opinion.
And this brilliantly illustrates that fourth pattern I just mentioned, heavy fillers. See, because AI is mathematically linking words together, it relies super heavily on transition phrases. It ends up sounding like a rigid, boring textbook, saying stuff like, "Furthermore, we must additionally conclude." Whereas natural human phrasing is way punchier. We just say, "So, the bottom line is..."
There is honestly no hidden magic happening here. Detectors like Quillbot and ZeroGPT are quite literally just pattern matching machines. That's the whole shebang. They just break down your sentences and mathematically score them against those exact predictable patterns we just talked about. If a detector scans a perfectly grammatical paragraph packed with safe words, totally uniform sentences, and a whole bunch of furthermores, well, it immediately raises a massive red flag.
So that begs the question, if the detectors are just doing math, can't you just fight math with math? Like, could you just drop your flag text into one of those automated AI humanizer tools and instantly solve the whole problem?
Okay, you actually need to be very careful here. While automated humanizers might technically bypass a detector, they usually do it by aggressively scrambling your text. They basically just swap words around so awkwardly that the sentence completely loses its original professional meaning. You're just left with content that sounds totally bizarre or even downright nonsensical. Not great for business. To truly bypass detection while keeping your quality sky high, you basically have to act as the master forger and tweak the content manually. So, here is your quick humanization checklist. First, inject your own context. Second, manually break up those uniform sentence links. Mix short, punchy, impactful sentences with longer ones. It creates a much better rhythm. And third, mercilessly cut out all those robotic filler words.
So, the crucial point is right here, context injection. The absolute best way to stop your output from feeling hollow and triggering those detectors is to feed the AI your specific personal insights and research right up front. If you provide your own unique framework and point of view before it even starts generating, the AI builds everything around your actual knowledge. This entirely bypasses that generic AI tone. It's a total game changer.
Ultimately, this is the winning formula for professionals, business owners, and students alike. Use the AI as a highly efficient base layer to organize your thoughts, but never forget that your personal perspective is the one single variable the machine simply cannot fake. True quality comes from blending AI speed with your subjective,
sometimes imperfect, but entirely unique human insight.
All right, it's time to put this into practice. Before you hit submit on your very next project, run it through this humanization checklist. Have you injected your unique context? Did you actually break up those predictably robotic sentences? It leaves us with a much bigger question to think about, though. As these AI detectors get smarter and more aggressive, will authentic, raw human imperfection soon become the most valuable professional skill of all? Definitely try these strategies out. Take control of your content and keep exploring.